Cheers. G'day. How you going? Steve from Whitesnake's Bites. I had my spit last video. I've just watched the Daniel Farke presser. Well, I watched it earlier on, and then I've been having a look at other content creators' comments and all the rest of it. And I think we all agree on the same sort of shit. It is what it is. We've got a slim chance. We need to win against Southampton. No two ways about it. We need to do it not only for our home crowd, but for our confidence. Because if worst comes to worst and Huddersfield don't beat Ipswich, then we're in the playoffs. And being in the playoffs is not a good place to be, apparently. However, I would beg to differ. And the reason I beg to differ is because throughout this season, we have broken so many records. Mostly good. Some not so good. Like, for example, we're on 90 points and we're not in any other Champions League. We would be automatically relegated. So that's a bad thing. But it's also a good thing because we've done it. You know, like it is what it is. And if we win on the other thing too, is like if we win on Saturday, although it'd be Sunday my time. Anyway, if we win the next game, then we have 93 points, which will equal the best record of Leeds United's amount of points they've won. What don't people get? What don't you get? Oops, I need to go the other way. What don't people... it's gone too far. What don't people get? We've done so well. I think that we're going to be in the playoffs, to be honest. You know, realistically, you'd think that. Unless Ipswich haven't met Arsenal. Where do I keep coming up with Arsenal? That's the second time I've done it in the video. Unless Ipswich have a mare, and we don't win, well, they've got them. What happens? How's this? What happens if we beat Southampton and Huddersfield beats Ipswich? Then we go through. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Oh, yes. And then all of a sudden, Daniel Farke would be the Messiah. How fickle are we as Leeds sides? I had my spit in the last video, and I'd like to apologise for that video because I used the F word quite a bit, but I'm not going to. Because what the fuck's the F word? Nah, not going to apologise for it. I was spitting chips. The other thing I'm going to say is, Jay Blackburn, you need to get rid of that friggin' sign you've got of ARG. It's been up there too long. Get rid of it. Put another one up. You should have at least one a week. I watched Just Joe's show, and he did a thing with Jer, and they talked about Leeds and where we are and all the rest of it and what's going on. And it was actually a really good video. I suggest you watch it. Um, Joe Blackburn, I'll mention. Well, fucking, he gets 2 mentions in one of my fucking. Anyway, he did a thing with Evie, and he was talking about the mental stress on Leeds supporters and how they feel. God, I cannot wait until Evie gets her website up, her channel up. My wife and I are looking forward to it. We want to be the first ones. So Evie, if you're out there listening, come and message me on Facebook, because I sent out I think it was you. I sent out a Facebook request. Please let Karen and I. Well, I'm going to let Karen be your first subscriber if we can get it out there. That'd be so cool, because Karen's not a football. It's not that she's not a football supporter. She doesn't follow football or the rest of it. She watches over my shoulder, and she has gotten to know a lot of the YouTube channels that I follow, and she's got her favourites and all the rest of it. And our favourites are Just Joe and Jer and Dave. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all healthy. I noticed you put that in your little comment. Thank you very much for that, by the way, Dave. Really appreciate it. Gary from Watch Along Leeds always leaves a storybook comment, but I love it. I really do. The other thing too is, like, I want to talk about the content creators. Like, I have bagged Connor from the one Leeds channel because he's not my cup of tea. Have I deleted him from my subscriptions? No. Why? Because he's entitled to his opinion. He's entitled. First of all, he's got 30,000 subscribers. So there's 30,000 people who think the sun shines out of his ass, and that's fine. That's good. I reckon it's great. But the other thing too is, like, sometimes I listen to what he says. I might not always agree, and this is the whole thing about with Joe, with Joe, with Joe Blackburn, with Connor. We all have differing points of view, but we're all one Leeds. We're all marching on together, are we not? We all have you can have disagreements. It doesn't matter. I don't care. Oh, I want to talk about. I'm going to do some videos of things that I want to talk about. Racism. I want to talk about mental health, and I want to talk about a few other topics. I'm going to throw it out there. Now, you don't have to watch it, or like, I'll just highlight that it's about. So if you don't, for all my subscribers, all 12 of you. Oh, fine. I've got 82. I wonder if I can make 100. Oh, God, wouldn't that be funny if I made 100 just talking shit out of my ass? But I want to try doing that during a down period, like between the end of the season, and I might even throw one in between now and the playoffs or something like that. But I'd like to thank Just Joe. These are all the people that I follow and I care about, because they have revitalised my enthusiasm for Leeds United. They've really, honestly, if you go back and watch some of the shit I've put up, and speaking of shit, what was it? Jack City Leeds, Jack Jack City Leeds shit vids. You couldn't get any shittier than mine. Gary from Watch Along Leeds. He does a tremendous job with disabled people. He does a disabled sort of like thing, and I think you should check him out. Right. Anyway, we'll go from top to bottom. Just Joe Blackburn, Joe from The View, Irishman. Now, I don't know whether I should say this, but I've got an Irish joke. I shouldn't really do it, but I'm fucking gonna. Two Irish pilots were pulling into Dublin Airport, and one says to the other, "This looks a little bit short, this runway." And the other one says, "Oh, yeah, but look how wide it is." Anyway, Lockie, God, you've done a tremendous job over the last couple of videos that I've watched where you do your analysis and your thoughts and all the rest of it. Please keep it up, lad. Please keep it up. Leeds lately, Max does also a very good job of doing that, although he's gone MIA. The square ball, always good for a laugh and very entertaining and always informative. Dave from LUFC, hope you're all well, hope you're all healthy. And the R stripper. I finally got it. And Dave's channel was the first one to invite me on as a live, and it was like I was just there in an afternoon, and I got invited on, and I went on live. So, oh God, I loved it. It was great. Chatting Leeds, Charlie from Chatting Leeds, keep up the good work, son. Yeah, I'm getting used to you. All right, let's just leave it at that. Ollie Ward finally come back from Turkey. What a shit suntown. Jack City Leeds. Jack City, bitch. Jack City. I love yeah, the shit vids. Yeah, we've always got the shit vids. Gary from Leeds. Watch along Leeds. I love your stuff. Honestly, I do. And thank you so much for making the comments. KG Vision, thank you very much. Ought to know better. And who's the other one? There's a young lady, Jess, JSY, Watch Along. There's another one for you. So it's all good. Now, it doesn't matter what happens from now on. Let's hope we beat Southampton and at least have that last throw of the dice. And, you never know what might happen. Huddersfield have got nothing to lose. Ipswich have got everything to lose. We don't know. And then we've got the playoffs. Now, one of the things I've said about the playoffs, and I've left comments on several content creators' websites, or YouTube's, fucking whatever. I've said records are made to be broken. We have broken so many, and I said this at the beginning, right? I'm going to repeat myself. Records are meant to be broken. The one record we really need to break is if we are in the playoffs. Let's break that record. And then we can turn around and tell those doubters we're Leeds. Marching on together. Can we do that? I think so. However, time will tell.